Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the secrets hidden within corporate filings, and you won't believe what Home Federal Bancorp of Louisiana has been up to lately. Today we're diving into a Form 8, which is basically a report for big current events happening at publicly traded companies. Think of it as a company's public diary entry for important announcements. This particular filing is all about what happened at Home Federal Bancorp's recent annual meeting of shareholders. First off, let's set the scene. This report is dated the 19th of November, 2025, the same day as their annual meeting. So, we're getting pretty fresh news here. The company we're looking at is Home Federal Bancorp, Incorporated of Louisiana, a financial institution based in Shreveport, Louisiana. It is traded on the Nasdaq under the ticker symbol HFB. Now, let's talk about what really matters, the shareholder votes, because this is where the rubber meets the road for how a company is run and where it is headed. At their annual meeting, shareholders voted on several key items, and the results are quite telling. First up, the election of a director for a 3-year term. Scott D. Lawrence was up for re-election. Shareholders cast 1606040 votes in favor of him, with 76,703 votes withheld. There were also 605,290 broker non-votes. For those unfamiliar, broker non-votes happen when a broker holding shares in street name doesn't receive voting instructions from the beneficial owner and therefore cannot vote those shares on certain matters. In this case, Scott D. Lawrence was indeed elected to the board. It looks like a clear endorsement from the shareholders present and voting. Next, a really important one for employee motivation and long-term alignment: the adoption of the 2025 Stock Incentive Plan. This plan allows the company to grant stock options or other stock-based compensation to employees and directors, which can really incentivize them to help the company grow. The shareholders overwhelmingly approved this with 1,493,064 votes for the plan. There were 55,477 votes against 134,202 abstentions, and the same 605,290 broken non-votes. This shows confidence in the management's strategy to use equity as a tool for growth and retention. Then we move on to what is often called a say-on-pay vote. This is where shareholders get to vote on the compensation packages of the company's top executives. It is non-binding, meaning the board isn't legally required to change anything based on the vote, but it is a strong indicator of shareholder sentiment. Home Federal Bancorp's named executive officers definitely got the thumbs up here. A massive 1638655 votes were cast in favor of approving their compensation. Only 13,561 voted against it, with 30,527 abstentions. This is a very strong signal that shareholders are happy with how the executives are being paid relative to the company's performance. Following the say on pay, shareholders also voted on how often they want to have this say on pay vote. The options were every 1, 2, or 3 years. The majority, by a significant margin, chose to have this vote every 3 years, with 1, 2, 3 years, with 1, 2, 3, 0, 4, 1, 4 votes. 1 year received 283,796 votes. And 2 years got 156,069. This indicates that shareholders are comfortable with the current compensation practices and don't feel the need for annual reviews on this matter, preferring to focus their time on other important governance issues. Finally, shareholders voted on ratifying the appointment of Carr, Riggs and Ingram, LLC as the company's independent registered public accounting firm for the upcoming fiscal year. This is a standard procedural vote to ensure the auditors have shareholder confidence. The auditors were overwhelmingly ratified, with 20,26,248 votes in favour, only 18,182 against, and 7,703 abstentions. This is a very strong sign of trust in the firm that will be scrutinising the company's financial statements. Overall, the annual meeting results for Home Federal Bancorp, Incorporated of Louisiana, show a company where the shareholders are largely in agreement with the board and management. The director was elected, the stock incentive plan was approved, executive compensation was supported, and the auditing firm was ratified. The preference for triennial say on-pay votes suggests a stable and confident relationship between the company and its investors. It appears that the shareholders are comfortable with the current direction and governance of Home Federal Bancorp. Now, looking at these results more broadly, Home Federal Bancorp appears to have strong shareholder support for its current leadership and strategies. The overwhelming approval of the stock incentive plan is a positive sign for talent management, and the comfortable say-on-pay votes indicate that executive compensation is perceived as fair and aligned with performance. The ratification of the accounting firm adds another layer of confidence in the financial reporting process. While no red flags are immediately apparent from this specific vote, it is always crucial to keep an eye on the company's ongoing financial performance and any potential shifts in market conditions. Alright, that is our breakdown of Home Federal Bancorp's latest shareholder update. What is your take on these vote results, and what do they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps us out, and subscribe for more deep dives into the corporate world. Don't forget to check out our Discord community linked in the description for more discussions and insights. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Corporate Decoder.